Welcome to the UIM show. On this episode, I'm going to cover 5 reasons why I think every single person should start a business, even if you're working a 9 to 5, and especially actually if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're doing well, or you feel like you can be doing more. You're like, I'm really busy, 9 to 6, I have my full-time job, I have a bunch of other stuff going on, but I'm here in this video to try to explain to you and try to encourage you that if you're thinking about doing that thing, that side hustle, that passion of yours, there is a way to blend the two. So the first reason why I think it's super important is it teaches you to take action. Many people have failed their first business, and most people are not successful with their first one, but it comes with reps. Just like in the gym, you know, through repetition, you build like stronger muscles, and through doing it more, it's not something that the first day you go in and it just blows up, right? So it really teaches you reps, and you get better. You see how things work. And it just teaches you how to take action, because you might have great ideas in the future, but if you don't have, if you don't have that trait of taking action, of initiating, of starting, of dominating, and trying that thing, you might never be super successful when you could have been. So I think that's the first most important thing, is just taking action. The second reason I would say is getting over your fear. A lot of us, are scared to start something because we're not sure if it's going to fail, or we're not sure if it's going to succeed. Same thing with this, this podcast. For me, it's very much a passion of mine, and I'm super busy, and I try to fit it into my schedule. So I try to dedicate, an hour a week to making content, to filming, just like this thing that you're watching right here. And it really also taught me to get over my fear. If you're scared to get in front of a camera, if you're scared to start that business, you're scared of what people are going to think, and you're just like, screw it. I'm just going to do this thing. I'm going to pursue this thing. I'm passionate about it. And maybe something will happen, maybe it will work out, and maybe it's going to, do so well that I can quit my full-time job. So a lot of people think that, since I work a 9 to 5, I don't have time to do the thing. I feel like, you have your 9 to 5, but you also have your 5 to 9, which is after work, where you actually work on things that matter to you, your passions, the things you're interested in. And they might not work out, but they will teach you, perseverance. They will teach you grit. They will teach you hard work. And those are amazing things that you learn from taking action and not being scared to fail. The third thing I would say would be, you learn about business, how business works. You learn about marketing. You learn about advertising. You learn about how to, do web development, how to work with web developers. And when I started one of my first businesses, it was just so eye-opening, like how websites work, how marketing works, setting up MailChimp or Constant Contact, or, setting up Strikeforce, or, all these different types of CRMs, of how to follow up with clients. And you really learn like the cost of business, how much it, how it works, how much it costs. And you start to respect people who actually run businesses. You see how hard it is. You can be very passionate about something, but running a business is a whole nother thing. Hiring staff, doing payroll. So it really teaches you, everything from starting your LLC, filing it, making the website, making an email, setting up a team, getting things going, setting up a Google business. It's just, builds that momentum. So it starts with taking action, getting over your fears, and then, just starting the actual business, getting things going. The fourth thing would be mental resilience, because when you start any business, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be so many hurdles. Like I said in the, earlier in the video, it's kind of like working out in the gym. You push through, it's hard. You push through, and you over time, you get bigger, you get more muscular. So it's the same thing with business. You mentally get tougher. You learn how to deal with setbacks. You learn how to deal with delays. You learn how to deal with, customers and retention and all that. So it's just a really good field to go out there and try. Even if, like I said, I keep stressing this, even if you work a 9 to 5 and you have a full-time job, there is so much time. You have the whole entire weekend. You have every single night. You have mornings before work to go and pursue and do that thing. And the fifth thing I would say is opportunities. Opportunities only come to people who are out there taking action. People say, I forgot exactly how the line works, but it's like luck happens to people who are, making luck happen to them. I'm probably butchering this line, but it's more of like, I think the line's something like luck happens to the prepared ones, right? So people who are out there every single day trying to execute, trying to get clients, they're the ones who get lucky, and everyone's like, oh, wow, they're so successful. They're so lucky. It's like, no, they were showing up every single day, chasing clients, chasing contracts, and then the timing worked out. I guess what I really want to encourage everyone listening to this video or this episode is, if you are passionate, for example, about fitness, and you work a 9 to 5 in an office job, and you're like, I really like this fitness thing, and I really want to help people. So you could start as a total side hustle. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to go into this full time now. I'm going to dedicate my whole life. I'm going to quit my job and I don't know what's going to happen. No, you can start off saying, hey, make an Instagram page, for example, like, hey, I'm a personal trainer, or I work in personal training. I can train you on the weekends, on Sundays and Saturdays, right? You can start that. And then you can build up your clientele. You can start doing trainings after hours. You can start training people at 7 p.m., at 8 p.m., at 9 p.m., build 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients, then you start making a few $100s a week before you know it. You can be making, let's say you have 7 clients a week at $700 a week. You can be making $2,800 a month. And that's just on the side while you're still working your full-time job. And from there, if you really see that your side hustle starts getting close to your main hustle, you can be like, hey, if I just go full-time on this, I can start branching this into doing meal prepping, into doing meal planning, into doing dieting for people, into setting up workout plans. I can do an online thing. Like, there's so much possible now with ChatGPT and with online virtual things with YouTube. And it's just, I feel like there's no excuse for people who have a full-time job and are complaining about it. They're not happy about it. They're like, I don't like this. It's not fulfilling. So instead of going home at night and watching Netflix or scrolling on Instagram or YouTube or whatever the thing is, like, take action. Be like, hey, I'm going to start this business thing. Go on ChatGPT, prompt it correctly. Be like, hey, I am extremely passionate about fitness, but I don't have time. I'm working, the whole day. I only have from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night to work out. I want to set up some local clients. I want to start training people. I want to start making this a side hustle. How can I do that? Blah, 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 blah. And it will make you a whole entire business plan. You'll be like surprised, like, wow. So it really just takes you putting in the effort, showing up every day, trying something different, and the success will follow. And if it doesn't follow, you'll learn from your failure. You'll learn from taking action. You'll learn from doing. Like, just like this, you're watching this little YouTube channel that I just started. This is, I'm a few months in, and the first 100 subscribers are super hard to get. Then it's 200, then 300, then it started rolling, further. And it's just taking that first step. Like, it's always going to be the hardest to start. And it's always going to be like, who's going to even watch my content, or who's going to want to use my training? And you will build confidence through doing it and through getting clients and through getting recommendations. And eventually you will be, very comfortable in your own skin doing the thing. So, I hope this video helped anyone. If you want me to do any other specific videos on specific ideas, definitely drop in the comments here. I will definitely check those. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let me know. But yeah, if there's any specific content you guys want to see, drop a comment below. Let me know. Do you like this solo podcast style video? Do you want me to do more videos like this? Do you not like it? Also, check out GBC Facility Services. They are the best in the business when it comes to cleaning your properties. Whether you have a nursing home, a real estate portfolio, you're a property manager, you work at a school, you're most likely overpaying for your contract and getting bad service or not as good. You can be getting great service with GBC Facility Services. Tell them I sent you. I'll put the link below with all their information. We use them. They're great. They're the best here in Florida and nationwide. So without further ado, so yeah, guys, check them out. Thank you so much. Drop a comment, drop a like, and have a great day.